very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League. It's Grade 1, Aaron Bush with you, with the Tsing Smashers taking on the Strikers. Strikers winning the toss, electing to have a bat, heading out to the middle. Maz Mohammed and Ahmed Ali. We'll see the Tsing Smashers heading out very shortly. Tsing Smashers been unfortunate so far. Haven't lost a game and haven't played a game. A game scheduled in September. That got washed out by a typhoon. So it got rescheduled and that got washed out by a typhoon. So this is the first time we'll be seeing the Tsing Smashers in action this season. Up from Grade 2 last season, one of the promoted sides. Up against the Strikers, who are currently top of the table with one win. And you can see Hadi and Maz having a chat to umpire Atif Hussain at the Austin Road end, where we'll be bowling from all morning. Run through some playing sides while we wait for the KCC countdown to fire us off for a Thursday morning here. A cool Thursday morning, 18 degrees when I walked to work this morning. That was a bit refreshing. Now 19 degrees. Rocketed it up. Not really. Bhupinder Singh there, just walking across to the right. The captain at the top, Avnish Saxena, has the ball in hand. Whether he's going to bowl first, I think he's just waiting for everyone to get in place. He takes the cap off. Sachin Tendon there, the keeper for Tsing Smashers, as he was last year. No real new names in the playing 11 for Tsing Smashers from last year, really. The captain, as I said, Avnish Saxena at the top of the screen. Bhupinder Singh, one new one in. Habib joining Tsing Smashers. I think we're ready for the countdown here at KCC. Vaishang Uttaman to open the bowling for the Tsing Smashers as the breeze comes across KCC and keeps us on our toes. Ready to get underway for the first delivery. Cut away from Ahmed Ali to point. First runs off the bat. Sunshine expected sometime today. Tries to guide this one through third and gets through Bhupinder Singh, who has to go chase his misfield. So both opening batters for the Strikers. Getting runs off the bat to start with. Fast and cutting back in there from Uttaman. That's going to be too wide. Is so. Quite gloomy to start with. Early start. Late October. No problem seeing umpire Hussain with his fluorescent yellow jacket on today. The cutaway this time. No misfield from Tsing. Tidy start so far from Tsing, but these two out in the middle, Muhammad Ali and Maz Muhammad, really stay slow when they get out in the middle. They can go very big though, so needed early wickets for Tsing. Once they get set, the runs will start to flow. It's an easy single through extra cover. And again, trying to guide it through third. Cannot, so it'll be a dot to finish with 4 runs coming from the first. Raza Muhammad Khan to bowl over number 2 for Tsing. Huddy on strike. And starts with a short one and it gets the treatment backward a square on the 45. Nice pivot from Ali. First boundary for the strikers today. That one's going to be a wide. Bounced it too much. Gets the warning for one over the shoulder. Does Raza Muhammad Khan. Decides to go bumper again. And it's going to be a no ball because that's another one over the shoulder. So free hit coming up for Huddy. And that's going to be... Oh, he just kept that one under shoulder height. He's not shy here, Raza. He's bowled 4 deliveries, 2 of them legal, all of them bumpers. Oh, I say, that's an interesting stroke. Let's show a replay on that one, Myra, who is here in broadcast with us. That's a try to duck out of the way. That's the ball before because Myra has an ended ball. So we won't have time to watch that one again. That was the hide. They got all of this one though. Made sure the bat. This one's cut away on the offside for another boundary. Runs are plenty so far in the second. This is nicely played. Pick the gap between the 2 fielders. Raced away to the covers out in deep cover. 2 square. Backward square picks it up. So the over comes to an end with 14 runs coming from the second. The Strikers are 18 for none. Baishak to continue. Tidy in his first, 3 singles and 1 extra. Umpire Imran Arif taking over proceedings at the Austin Road end. Cuts away, but they know how much Muzz likes of that backward point region, so that's one of the 2 out in the deep. The other is Habib sitting out at deep mid-wicket. Habib joining Tsing this season. Played with Markor last season. Markor still in grade 2. So Habib, a new recruit for grade 1 with Chingy going up. Went the slower, loopier one and mistimed from Hardy, but they will find the single. And so this time, Mars gets his first boundary going backward a square on the 45. After a tidy first over, the runs are starting to flow. I said if these 2 get set, this is what they do. There's the cutaway backward a point with the protection in the deep. Takes the single. Quarter century mark up already in 2.4. You can see the run rate creeping towards 10 now. Muhammad Ali with 3 fours last over back on strike. Tries to cut away, but the cover point fielder is there waiting. Found that gap between extra cover and cover point last over, but this time a little bit too square. Done their research here, Tsing, knowing both players like to find runs backward of point. Single to round out the over with 8 runs coming from it. After 3, the Strikers 26 for none. Captain into the attack for over number 4, Avnish Saxena. He goes the bumper option as well, but well down leg. That one nipped away the other way this time. Huddy was winding up there to cut it on the offside somewhere, but bit of seam away. Wide run in on the angle for Saxena. Gets the line right this time. Going to chance it. No, they're not going to pull the trigger. Boisak thought about going, but only one stump to aim at. And beats the backward square fielder this time. Gets it fine enough just to the right of a diving fielder. And this time, fresh airy from Muzz. This time, picks it up. Again, uses the wrist backward of square. Short boundary. He loves to target it, and he's into double figures now with 2 fours this over. On the replay, picks it up nicely as it's heading down leg. Calls of catch from the captain. Now they've put backward square on the ropes, and they're going to have to bring Habib in from cow corner. And they do. So backward point and backward square, the two outside the circle. That one's just dotted back to the bowler. And that's beautifully struck. Straight back. Couldn't be much straighter than that if he tried, Maz Mohammed. Which means after 4, the strikers are now going at more than 10s. They're 41 for none. Buzzer Muhammad Khan to bowl the 5th over. Was pricey in his first, going for 14. A lot of short deliveries. And now they got their eye in. If you're going to bang it in short, the only difference is it may go for more. That's just a 4. Just a 4. The 4th 4. Both of them with 4 fours now. And that's going to be the same as he goes through square leg this time. Had coverage at deep mid-wicket and backward square, so Hardy goes straight through square leg once again over the top of Imran Arif's head. Muzz put one over his head last over at the Austin Road end. Now he's at square leg, still taking evasive action from these two batters. Don't want to put it in the slot, of course, for these two, but at the moment, Ruzzer's dropping it in too short. Just giving them plenty of time to pivot. Again, short, so no deep backward point this time because they've got 2 on the leg side and they find a boundary to bring up the half century. Half century opening partnership now, 53 off 4.5. 29 from Hamid Ali, 19 from Muzz. Just the 4 extras 5 extras helping them out to get over the half-century mark. 48 off the bat, including 10 fours. And this time it's pitched up better. It goes down leg, and Muhammad Ali's probably a little annoyed at himself. Missed out on that one. Maz Muhammad giving him tips from the non-striker's end. Flick with the wrists, he's saying. Flick with the wrists. And that's the money ball from Raza. Finally one that's not short. Gets the dot. And that's the one a bit over pitched, and it's going to go straight down to the scoreboard for 4. Plenty of power down to the longest boundary. 4th 4 in the over. And Muhammad Ali moves into the 30s. That's good wrist work from Hardy. The fuller one, and punched it out between mid-off and extra cover, back live. And a rare fresh airy from Muhammad Ali to round out the over. 5 done. Strikers are 58 for none, going at 11.6. Vivek Arya to bowl the final over of the power play. Sachin's going to stand up to the stumps here. He's put the lid on, as he does for Vivek. That's a good start with the leg spin. Didn't get a lot of turn, but bit of float and bit of bounce. Fuller this time. Appeal. And the finger goes up. Got to go, Maz Muhammad, as umpire Atif Hussain raises the solitary finger. The first wicket falls. Maz Muhammad out for 19. The striker's 58 for 1. Vivek Arya strikes in his first. To the crease at number 3, new player this year for the Strikers, Ishore Shrestha, will join Muhammad Ali. Very handy 58-run opening partnership. Vivek Arya strikes. Playing across the line, Maz Muhammad. Look pretty adjacent to middle stump. It was very full. Ishore gets a full one. Vivek does his own fielding. Don't know much about Ishore Shrestha. I haven't seen him play before, so must be fairly highly valued if he's coming straight into the team at number 3. He just watches it down there near the trams on the offside. It's a full one again on middle and leg. This time gets bat on it and flicks it round the corner. Gets the first runs off the bat for Shrestha. And Muhammad Ali will face the final delivery of the power play. Little dab poke for a single. Backward point does the fielding, even though it was going straight to Bapinda. So very tidy over there from Vivek Arya. 2 singles and a wicket to round out the power play. The strikers going at 10s. They're 60 for 1. Girish to bowl the first over outside the power play. Starts with a single. Another one flicked around the corner from Shrestha. Girish now. Helped around the corner, but protection backward of square. Raza Muhammad Khan. Run through the playing 11 for the strikers today. We've already seen Maz Muhammad Ali and Ishul Shrestha. Captain Harold Pinto, Mangal Rana, Taran Hathramani. So this one's going to be another single through square leg. Siddharth Pandit, Diwan Tsing, Sushil Samwal, and the 12th man is Sumit Bisht, and a late replacement into the playing 11 today, Tiras Singh. It's in the slot, and it's not going to get cut off by Habib. Huddy stands and delivers through cow corner. Watch as this one goes through cow corner. Well away from Habib, who just has to trot over and pick it up. Still trying to pick it up. Finally gets the ball back. Girish. On the pads, but going down leg, hitting down outside leg. It should be a leg by to finish off the over. 7 overs done, 9 runs coming from the 7th. The strikers 69 for 1. Vivek Arya, successful in his first over, just getting his field set properly. Got the backward point, backward square, long on. You can see top of screen, the captain. And also Habib at cow corner. That's 4 outside. There should be an edge there. I thought I heard an edge, and umpire Imran Arif heard an edge. Huddy's got to go. Vivek Arya's got 2. He's got both the openers. Hamid Ali out for 40. Strikers lose their second on 69. Didn't know much about that one either. Ishore Shrestha, as Mungal runner went out there, scored a single to start with. Again, not knowing a great deal about that one. Oh, another one beating the outside edge. What an over that was from Vivek Arya. Single and a wicket. He's got 2. Strikers have lost 2. After 8, they're 70 for 2. Ishore Shrestha just having to put on the striker's uniform to continue. As he's in the playing conditions, and he can. Girish Nair. As I said, Shrestha new to the team, so maybe he doesn't have his official striker's shirt yet. Be interested to see whose name is on the back, who lent him a shirt today. Oh, that goes past Mungal's bat as well. A good little fight back here by the Chingy Smashers. Nice little single into a fairly open offside. Oh, that's nicely flicked. He's got one of Mungal Runner's shirt on. We saw that last season with the Strikers, Myra, where there was always two Mungal runners out in the... That's very wide, too wide. Trying to remember who borrowed the shirt last year all the time. I think it was somebody else named Runner as well. Not playing today, so Ishal gets to borrow the shirt. Is there an edge on that one? Yes, there is. The finger goes up again. That's the end of Vishal Shrestha for 4. And the Strikers lose their third on 74. Vivek Arya, 2 for 3 off 2. He'll be bowling to Mungal Runner. Sushil Semwal out in the middle at the non-strikers end. His name came up in this week's 8 for 52 podcast. Talk about that soon. And that's gone straight through onto the middle and off stump. And Vivek's got 3 for 3 now. Strikers were 58 for none. They've lost 3 wickets for 16 now. And they lost 4 wickets now, I should say, for 16. Vivek's got 3 of them. Well, this is an awesome spell from Vivek Arya, really getting the Chingy Smashers back in the game. We're almost at the halfway mark where, Murray, you and I try to predict where we think the score's going to get to. I'm glad Vivek's bowling now, because as it was, I was going to go for somewhere around 200, and now 58 for none, going at 10s. Still got just a tick under half his allotted spell left. And he's got the left-handed sitter Pandit now. Will he change the angle or continue bowling over the wicket and trying to get it to turn into the left-hander? You can see on the clothes of Vivek, it's quite breezy across the ground, straight across the ground. And Siddharth will find an easy single on the leg side. Sushil Samwal, as I said, his name comes up in this week's 8 for 52 podcast, vodcast, which you can watch on Cricket Hong Kong China YouTube, or listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. He got in the runs. Saturday game, I believe. Just a dab poke onto the covered turf pitch area. Assuming that's the pitch we'll use this Sunday for the final Premier League one-day series game from KCC this season. The grudge match, KCC versus USRC Elite. KCC versus the Hyatts. That's very wide. A bit rare from Vivek. Last three deliveries have ruined his figures. He's doubled the amount of runs. He was 3 for 3. Now he's 3 for 6. Oh, that's a cheeky little single. Everyone's set back on the circle, so very clever cricket there from Sid, who I last saw playing as a fill-in for the Penang Cricket Club here at KCC a few weekends ago. He bowled exceptional, and I'm sure that left arm will be in action in the second innings as well. A very loud call from Sid of no run. Could hear it all the way up here in the swimming pool pavilion. So Vivek Arya with a wicket in every over. Got one ball left of his third. Gets down on it just in time. So 4 runs and a wicket coming from the 10th. The striker's 78 for 4. Myra Baloch. We're at the 10 over mark. What are you thinking for the strikers today? And she shivers. 153 for Myra, which is a tick under half of what they scored in the first 10, but they have lost 4 wickets. I was going to be conservative as well. I was going to go 146. So they'll probably score 178 now, put 10 and over from here, but we'll see. And if you're watching along at home, you can always join our little morning league game and have a prediction of where you think the strikers will end after 10. Girish Nair to bowl a third, a wicket off his final delivery of his second. This is going to be quick, and it is quick. Then thoughts of a overthrow. That wasn't there. The single was barely there. Bold choice to run on the arm of Vivek Arya, sitting at square leg / point. The field all spreads out onto the leg side for the right-handed Sushil Samwal. Oh, and that wasn't far away from finding an edge like he found in the last over. Was Girish Nair the player of the match in their first game for the Strikers? If not, he was a player of the match late last season. I just feel like recently he's been player of the match. Maybe the KCC Match Centre can tell me. It has all the other details. So I'll head off there. Calls of catch, but there's nobody out there as it lands safely and rolls onto the green, and a beautiful drive from Pundit. Gets his first boundary, gets the runs ticking over again. Having a look at the table, the Strikers on top, played 1-1-1. With a healthy net run rate of 2.65. Again, running on the arm of Vivek Arya. Has a shy with one stump. Doesn't hit. In second place, Marvels of the Sky Warriors kind. Also one win from one game. I see All Stars with a win and a loss. Titans the same. Chingy Smashers with just the 1 point from their double washout. HSBC also 1 point from 2 games after a loss and a washout against the Chingy Smashers. And at the bottom so far, played 1, lost 1, is the Nepal Rhinos. All right, let's go back and have a look at the results of that first Strikers match, shall we? They played the Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association and chased down the 139 for victory. Pretty easy. Did it in 14.4 overs that game. Bhupinder Singh up there having a chat to Vivek, who will bowl out here. Why not? 3 overs, 3 wickets. Must have been last season, Girish Nair getting a player of the match because he didn't play in that first game. This is a big top edge, a chance. It's not going to carry 1 bounce to a wideish fine leg. And of course, I know you don't need to tell me a wideish fine leg is an oxymoron, but oh, long way down. Another misfield. Definitely was going to be cooked there. Samwal. Not sure what that was or who to blame. Might have been Ashutosh. This time goes backward a point on the 45. No one out in the deep. Picks up a boundary. These two keep doing this, Myra, and our predictions are going to be scuttled. It's good news for the Strikers. Let's say for the Chingy Smashers fans, if you're watching along on YouTube, good morning to you. Leg by. So 2 ball left for Vivek. Round out his 4 over spell. Cuts that well. A dive in the field. Might have got a little bit on it to slow it down. Whoever that was throwing it in has a very good arm. It's Krishna Kumar. So final delivery. Round out the 12th. In the air and put down by Raza Muhammad Khan. Vivek should have had 4. You could see the reaction, sadly, just off camera. That little dead spot backward of square, that went straight down the throat of Raza. Would have been the end of Samwal, but as it is, it's the end of Vivek Aria's spell. 4 overs, 3 for 16 in the end. And Girish Nair is going to bowl out here as well. Actually, I think it was Girish with the good arm. Out in the deep last over as he takes off the floppy hat. So a life for Samwal on 5. He's back on strike. Goes the charge, comes off the knee, and should go for 4. The ricochet, it was hit very well, and it will. Powerful start. And that's morning league cricket for you. You give somebody a life, and then straight away they punish you. Into double figures now for Samuel. A run of ball 10. They put the extra cover back at deep extra cover now. Drops that one in short. Beats Aria at point. Backward point comes around. Keep it to 1. And that's the 100 up for the Strikers. Remember, they lost 16 for 4 after being 58 for none. Now 26-run partnership between these two. And that's in the air as well, out to the deep. And a swat down from the deep extra cover. A deep mid-wicket fielder for the left-hander. Keeps that 1 to 1. But these two looking aggressive now. The charge on to Girish. Again with the charge. Sachin set back. Not willing to put the lid on for Girish. Big top edge, and that's going to backspin away for 4, I'd suggest. Yes, it does. They had the backward point on the 45, but this is too fine, and that big top edge, as soon as it lands, it's going to kick on and race away. Venkatesh Davy to bowl for the first time today. Likely to be seen opening the batting. That one's punched between a gap just forward of point. And Sid brings up his 3rd 4. Big floater, chop in the air. That's beaten Raza. They've got protection with Krishna Kumar out in the deep now. Take the single, rotate the strike, left-right combo, making the field go in and out, in and out. Vaishak comes in from long on to mid-off. And Habib goes back out. So they've got sort of 2 mid-wickets covering this side. Oh, that's going to get through as well. Back live, and this time cut away, backward a point for a single. 4-1, 4-1 so far for the first over of Venkatesh Davy. What's the odds, Mara? This one's going to be a 4. Keep the rhythm going. 4141 dot. Already 10 runs off this over, 10 off the previous 2. Swinging hard. Girish Nair at square leg. Gets down, parries a little bit, allows the single, but saves 3. So it'll be 11 coming from the 14th. The striker's 116 for 4. Pawa Krishnakumar into the attack for the first time today. In the air and out. First ball, Krishnakumar strikes. Girish Nair takes the catch at square leg. And that's the end of Pundit for 20 and breaks a 41-run partnership. The 5th wicket falling on 116. Tries to swing hard through square leg, but straight to Girish Nair. Safe pair of hands, and Krishnakumar strikes. Just keep an eye on that square leg. It was high. He's a nice tall man, Girish. So takes a good catch and breaks that 41-run partnership. Halfway down, 5 wickets remain. 116. Is it the captain out to the crease? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Harold Pinto comes to the crease at number 7. And this nicely dabbed away, backward a point for a single. And tidy start from Krishnakumar. Oh, Harold winds up, but doesn't get all of it. Doesn't carry to Habib in the deep. Cuts that one off through cow corner. Full and dropping. Must have got a little bit of bat on that one, I think. Wound up, and Sushal's eyes lit up, but got the dip going there. Power. I went a little bit fuller, so driven nicely. Vaishak does the fielding. Throws to the striker's end, but Pinto safely through. 4 singles and a wicket coming from the 15th. 5 overs remain. Strikers with 5 wickets in hand. They're 120 for 5. Venkatesh Devi to continue. And there's two minds there from Samuel. Comes forward, goes back, almost back spins onto his stumps. Ups the length back, gives him plenty of time. Picks the gap nicely. 4 runs through covers. Onto the covers. Oh, that's gone through the gap. Have to put that down as a half chance because the keeper of the first slip probably should have taken that one. We'll see it on the replay, which neither of those two would like to. Probably a little hard for the keeper. A little quick for the captain at first slip. Back live. Hit hard out to Raza at deep square. Just a single though. Another 10 run over. Charge and hits hard again out to Raza in the deep. So 11 runs coming from the 16th. The strike is 131 for 5. Krishna Kumar, tidy first over, 1 for 4. That's big. That might be the first maximum of the day. It is, as it goes all the way through cow corner. Wait for the official signal. We've called it 6, and now umpire Atif Hussain will call it 6. We'll have a look at on this replay as I still wait for the ball. Keep your eye on. They had Habib there in the deep. He went to his right, left I should say, and also way too far. Big one. Well, Sushil Samwell's taking full advantage of that life he was given on 5. Up to 34 now. Still waiting for the ball to come back, it would appear. Or the ball is no good. Well, that's another ball. What are we doing? Not really sure. Ah, I see the ball has arrived. We can continue. Deep in the crease and cut away nicely for a single. Moves to 35. Now the captain has been looking to go big. Already picked up a boundary. Gets the one right on the toes. Bangs it out to Bhupinder Singh at long on. There, right of screen. And again with the single backward of point. Already 10 runs this over now with a ball to spare. No, I'm lying. 9 so far with 2 balls to spare. Oh, this is a huge mix-up. All Krishnakuma has to do is get it in the hands. It doesn't, and Sushil gets a second life. Got one on 5, got another one on 36. He was cooked there. Thrown perhaps a little high from Vivek Arya, but in the end, it's only ever going to be in the history books as a dot. Sometimes there's dots with high excitement. That was one of them. Final delivery of the 17th, and that's got to be very close. Not out, says umpire Imran Arif. And end of the over. Myra's going to run a replay on that one for me with 9 runs coming from it. Myra, there's a little slow-mo button on that same camera. Let's do it again because I want to have a look at this because I think this is a very, very close. Just blocked by Sachin, but I'm not entirely sure. Must have been very close. I needed my mate Atik, the cameraman back from Premier League. He liked to have the side-on camera, which I could run the replays on. We don't have a side-on camera as such. Anyway, again, it's in the books as a dot. A lot of excitement as Vaisak comes back into the attack. Opened the bowling today. None for 12 off 2. And Samwell. On strike on 36. Oh, that almost went for 6. One bounce on the short boundary behind the keeper. A big flourish, and he moves to 40. Yeah. Big toe of the bat. Didn't have anyone there. They do now. The captain himself ball chasing. Picked it up after coming out of slip, and he's going to stay down at deep third and try to protect the boundary instead. Oh, and that's a mishit. That could be out. And just over the head. Misjudged there by Vaisak. And then a single direct hit. Everything happening, but it's just going to be a single. Can we replay that one, Myra? I just want to think Vaisak's misjudged where this is going to land. Thought it was going to be more out of the meat of the bat. So he ran forward a touch and went, oh, hang on, I've got to go back. And then a lovely little flick, but Samuel was through. Back live, Pinto on strike. He gets the bumper, puts it over the top of Habib's head, who was inside the circle. 4 runs. And there's little Lampy, the little white light. See it on the replay as well, I'm sure. All happening. Well, my score's come and gone. I've gone past 146. I'm going to pull a Myra and give excuses. Back live as Vaisak comes in. Right in the block hole. And keeps it along the ground to Habib. 150 up with that single as well. Well, my score's gone and yours is about to as well, I think. Myra? As I said, I'm going to do the Myra full of excuses. That's 6. That's a very nice run through square. Myra, I'm going to say, make my excuses now. The man on 47 was dropped on 5, was missed run out on 36, and should have been caught this over. Had they taken the wicket of Samuel, perhaps my 146 would have been in the game. But as it is, the strikers are charging along. And they take a single as Samuel will move to 48. Retain the strike, 2 overs remain. Strikers are striking. They're 157 for 5. Penultimate over, duties going to New Chingy recruit Habib Rahman.
Something chance was out, but I couldn't give it.
And that's cut away. Going to start with a 4 and bring up the half century for Sushil Samwal with his 6th 4 to go with 2 maximums. Taking full advantage. What a fabulous half century. And what a lovely way to bring it up. Back live. We were going to go back live, but Habib didn't start the run up properly. Drops that one in short, middle of top of the bat. Not attacked there from Raza, so 1 bounce. Believe that's the man that put him down on 5. I should stop mentioning it. It's been a very good knock from Sushil Samwal. I said he's been in the runs in weekend cricket as well. Cricket's a game of chances. You take your chances. Pinto again to Raza in the deep. They're going to get an overthrow here as it skids off the matting. Cheeky 2. Now, Myra, remember back at the 10th over where they were 78 for 4, or what was it? And so we'll watch this ball. And half hit out through mid-wicket again from Pinto for a single. At that time, when we both put our tips in, and I said 146, he said 153, I said, they're probably going to go at 10s and get 178 now. Well, that looks by far more likely than what we predicted. A couple of good partnerships, that's why, based on the man on strike. Still going to miss that time. Well, this one got an edge again. Going to be a dot to round out the over. 8 runs coming from the penultimate. Habib's bowling job is done. His job will be required with the bat later on to chase this target. 1 over remains, and it looks like Vaishak will get the first and final overs today. Uttaman. So far, none for 29 off 3. This partnership, and I'm not going to mention it, but it's been a handy partnership. Can't mention it at the moment now, Myra. I didn't realise. Wait and see what happens this over. I will mention it's the biggest partnership so far today between the captain, Harold Pinto, and Sushil Samwal. Vaishak still wanted to get his field set, brings Habib in from deep cow corner. Wants to have Ruzza out at a 40 square towards mid-wicket. Out in the deep and a backward square as well. Oh, boom! Pinto, stand and deliver. That's the way to bring up the half-century partnership. They were on 49. I didn't want to give it the commentator's curse. Pinto, he doesn't care about curses. Goes bang. 55 off 30 deliveries, this partnership now. And all of a sudden, they're into the 170s. Picked up beautifully. That ball's gone. Donation to the Jordan path. Umpire Imran Arif will need to go get a replacement one. As you can see, 55-run partnership now of just 30 deliveries. We're back live. The new ball, replacement ball at least, chopped down, somehow ends up backward of square on the 45. And Aria does the fielding. Four balls left. It's going to be a good score here from the strikers. The Chingy Smashers will have plenty to chase. Took the pace off it. Went fine. Work to do for Vivek. Very good in the field. A dive forward. I think Sushil wanted a second, but Harold Pinto looked down, saw it was Vivek Arya. Unwise to run on that arm. There's a few. Girish Nair's another one you don't want to be taking a chance on from the deep. And that's just up and over the top of extra cover and heading down towards the training sheds for 4. This over, Murray just keeps saying, that's crazy. He's very much enjoying the fireworks from these two out in the middle. Partnership up into the 60s now. This is up in the air. This could be out, but Pinder Singh gets himself set, takes the catch, and the 61-run partnership comes to an end. The captain departs. Harold Pinto out for 27. Strikers 177 for 6. Very fine partnership. But a nice catch out in the deep. That's why he's out there, Bhupinder Singh. Harman Singh comes to the crease to face one delivery today. And it will be this one. He takes a step down. They're going to run and could get through for a bye. They will get through for a bye, which makes me... Oh, through for a wide. Oh, I was going to say if that was just a bye. That would have got exactly 100 runs more from the 10th over. Now it's 101 and a good result for the strikers with Samwell to get the final delivery. Swats hard, work to do for Girish Nair. He gets there. No, he bounces through his toes. He just stands there with his hands on hips. So they pick up a 4 to finish off the innings, and it's a big one into the 180s. After 20, the strikers 180 for 3. Myra, let's have a look at the batting and bowling cards as we head into the innings break here. Strikers, openers with a 58-run partnership. Muhammad Ali and Mars Muhammad getting the runs on the board early. Then the number 3 and number 4, Ishul Shrestha and Mangal Runner, not right getting into the runs today. And Sushil Samwal top scoring with a half century. 58 not out of just 36 deliveries. Then he had a nice 41-run partnership with Siddharth Pandit and a 63, I think, in the end, run partnership with Pinto. And Harman Singh not out off 0 deliveries, even though he faced one. 183 for 6 in their 20 overs, the Strikers. The bowling card for the Chingy Smashers. A 3 for Vivek Arya and singles for Vaishank Uthman, Girish Nair, and 1 for Pawar Krishnakumar. So we're in the innings break here at Kowloon Cricket Club. When we come back, the Chingy Smashers will require 184 for victory. Join us in around 10 minutes' time. Innings break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. Aaron Bush with you. Strikers putting on 183, so out in the middle. The Tsing Smashers will need 184 for victory. Bhupinder Singh on strike. The captain, Avnish Saxena at the non-strikers end. Tsing will open the bowling for the strikers. Maz Mohammed, you can see, with the gloves on as always. The captain there, Harold Pinto, who helped get that score up to 183 with that brilliant partnership with Sushil Samwal. He's going to sit in slip. Game time here. Tsing. First delivery. Oh, into the thigh pad going down leg. Misses out there, Bhupinder. Another one angling into the body. It drops down right on the edge of the AstroTurf. Run around the field, see where everybody is for the strikers. And apart from those you can see on screen, there's a gully, point, cover. Just ducked off screen was Mangal Rana sitting at as always at mid-off. There's a mid-on, mid-wicket, square leg, and no one there though, as it goes straight over the top of umpire Hussein's head into the side screen for 4. First boundary, first runs for the Smashers today. Big appeal from extra cover, I think. One. Might have hurt a little bit. Bhupinder trying to walk it off. On the replay, going down leg, but hit between two legs. And a bit of an owie there for Bhupinder. He's still walking that one off. Hamid Ali deciding after his nice little opening spell with the bat, he's going to pick up the bat and take middle, but he'll go back out in the field to extra cover. Bhupinder will re-glove and we can continue. Good batting lineup this year for the Tsing Smashers. These two out in the middle opening. Then we've got Habib and Venkatesh Devi as well. It's a solid top order. They need to find the runs early. Chasing a decent total. This one onto the pads as well. The angle with the left arm from Tsing. Coming across the body. They got a backward square out in the deep. That's the only player outside the circle. So an aggressive field from the strikers. Not utilising. Oh, somebody must have heard me because right on cue, Harmandeep Singh goes out to deep mid-wicket. Nobody straight again. This time almost took the captain's head off. Had to get down quickly as again going straight for 4. Bhupinder Singh to round out the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Smashers Needing another 176 at 9.26. Always keep your eye on the ball, kids, as that one very much almost cleaned up. Saxoner got down and might have gone past his left ear, to be honest, but he's fine. He's on strike. Going to face his first delivery as Taran Hathramani takes the ball for over number 2. Starts short and very wide, too wide. First extra in the books today for the strikers. Starting to get a little confused between the strikers and the smashers, and the smashers and the strikers. They both like to smash and they both like to strike. The smashers are batting after the strikers struck. Better line this time, keeping the length back. Hathramani. Fuller this time, miss hit, but just wide of mid-on. That wasn't far away from going down the throat of Tsing. Just to his right. Gets his first runs today, the captain. And Bhupinder Singh, 2 fours in the first over. 2 fours and an owie. So for Bhupinder Singh, mid-wicket and long on out in the deep. Big swing and a miss. That was not far away from going into the stumps. Replay on that one for us, Myra. Maybe a slow-mo if you've got time. Have a look how close this actually ended up going. Just over the top of middle and off. Oh, Trado just past that off stump. Hathramani. Hands on head. And this one again. Oh, I think a direct hit there, and Saxoner was caught short. Cheeky little single. They take it. I'll keep long on out in the deep, but bring Harman Singh into mid-wicket inside the circle for Saxoner. No, they're going to bring Tirat Singh in as well. Into mid-on. In, out, in, out. Now he's floating halfway. Not inside the circle. Well inside the ropes. And calls a catch up in the air, and the catch is taken. The first wicket falls. The captain departs. Hamad Ali at extra cover, taking a well-judged catch, and the first wicket falls for the Smashers on 11. Saxoner departs for 1, and Habib will come to the crease. Ignore what's written on the screen. Computer's having a moment. But it is Saxoner out. Hathramani is the wicket taker. And all the ones, 11 for 1. Habib comes to the crease with the ball remaining at the second. Now, anyone who has watched enough KCC Morning League knows what Habib can do. And so do the strikers as they push long on and deep cow corner outside the circle. If they can get Habib early, strikers will be well on top and likely win the game and remain on top of grade 1. Wanted a leg by to start with, won't get it. So very tidy first over from Hathramani. 3 runs and a wicket coming in the second. The Smashers 11 for 1, needing another 173 at 9.61. Swinging hard, work to do for Hamid. He won't get there. Hamid Ali will do the fielding from long on. Habib swinging hard. And the big in-swinger from Tsing gets it onto the pads. I like this over the wicket, this over from Tsing. He's getting it to hoop in rather than come across the body. Oh, that one didn't come back in. That one kept on going. Again, inside edge onto the pads. That's the line he's looking for. Maybe starting it a little bit more outside off and swinging it in onto middle. 3 deliveries so far. Habib yet to get off the mark. That one started on down leg and continued on down leg. A couple of extras this over. And that one's the one that doesn't come back in. Sprayed it. Wide. Miles was trying to signal that it's a no ball off the pitch, but that golden rule of mine that I don't like. It was a full toss past the batting crease line, so it has to be called wide. No free hit for that one. Good one into the body again. It's on the line. Habib's unable to play. Only extras helping the Chingy Smashers along so far this over. Fine first runs off the bat, straight to the deep, and Hamid Ali, who makes a meal of it, but still just a single. Oh, that's put in the Bipinda slot. And that's a 6. First maximum of the day to finish off the over. It was reasonably tidy, but in the end it went for 11 after 3. The Smashers 22 for 1, needing another 162 at 9.53. Drop this one in short, and it was given the treatment. There's the replay. Give us the camera 3 angle on that one replay while we're in the end of the over break, Myra. That's not. There we go. Up and over the top, just backward of square. 6 runs. Now, Hathramani, who was very tidy in his first, to bowl a second here. Habib, 1 off 5. It's just going to be an easy single to get a second run. Saw 2 good partnerships in that first innings. They'll be needing to do the same here, the Chingy Smashers. Losing an early wicket. This could be out. Hamad Ali's in the deep. It's not going to carry the ropes. It is going to carry to Hamad Ali, though. And Bipinda Singh departs. Hathramani gets his second. And the Smashers lose their second on 23. Bipinda Singh out for 16. 2 wickets to Hathramani. 2 catches to Hamad Ali. And the strikers have both Smashers openers now back in the shed. You can see Hamad Ali gets himself set, takes it down a little low. Watch a replay on camera number 1 as well on this one, because he should be running on screen, I would expect. Scooped up, not enough on it, and there we go. Great catch, well judged. Bipinda Singh smashes this bat against his pads in anger as Venkatesh Devi comes to the crease at number 4. Also a prolific run scorer last season. Two wickets inside the power play. He wants to start early and going up in the air. Mungo runner gets himself set. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Juggle. 3 times, 4 times. It goes down. Oh, he had it. Hunter throws his hat down. Oh, that could have been a third. Should have been a third. Mungo runner sits on the ground and contemplates life. Well, Venkatesh Devi can count himself having a life on 0. Watch this one. Mungo runs across. Thought he had it. There's a long way to run. There, 1 bounce. No. Back live. Habib on strike. Too wide this time. I need to re-bowl that one, Taran. If you're wondering what the weather is like, it has not changed since 7 a.m. It is still unwarm. Especially on the first floor of the swimming pool pavilion where Myra and I are. It's a bit like we're standing in front of an air conditioner. Cold breeze blowing across. Oh, Habib wanted to go big on that one. And again, another one from Hathramani going over the top of the off stump. Another one with Taran having to put his hands on his head. Going, how did that not clip the top of off? But it's a game of chess, really. He pitches it up enough to hit the top of off. It's almost at the length where Habib will put it on Jordan Path. And on the back of the hand, cut away, ricochet in the field allows a single. Another tidy over comes to an end from Athramani. He's got a wicket in each of his 2 overs. After 4, the Chingy smashes 26 for 2. Mungo runner starts with 1 down leg. Now, Myra, if you remember, Mungo runner is a spinner. Last time they played, he bowled 2 overs of seam because they needed some early new ball bowling, and then he bowled 2 overs of spin. He's starting with the medium pace, so I'm sure he will spit. I hope he does, because I enjoy the fact that he's a medium pacer and a spinner in the same game. Gets the line right on that one. This might be the quietest we've seen Habib in Morning League. 3 off 11. Uncharacteristic. Good bowling from the strikers, keeping him pinned down at the moment. Cuts hard, but cuts it straight to cover point. And the half-century maker there, Sushil Samwal at point. And we said it was uncharacteristic to be 3 off 11. Well, he's now 9 off 13. That went smashing through deep mid-wicket. There it goes, sailing into the dugout. Up above, actually, it hit a light pole. Made a big noise. And back live. And work to do for Hathramani. He doesn't get it. Tsing cleans up, make sure it's just a single. So 3 off 12 becomes 10 off 14 for a bib. And Venkat, who got a life on 0, will find a single backward of point. No, he won't. Yes, no, little misfield. There'll be a dot to finish off the 5th. 1 over left of the power play after 5. The Smashers 34 for 2. They needed exactly another 150 at exactly 10 and over from here. Cut and beautifully placed. Beautifully timed from Habib. Just puts it to the left of Samwal at point. Races away down towards the boundary cafe for 4. Hathramani. This one's come off a bit of pad. No pad. It is pad. There we go. Umpire Atif Hussain has a habit of signalling leg bye with a bye. Davey on strike. Straight to Harmon, so no single available there. Oh, big top edge. Is that going to carry to someone? No, it's not. There's a couple of bounces and rolls to a deep third. Right on the toes, chopped out by Habib, straight to Huddy in the deep for another single. Oh, big fresh area once again, just missing that off stump. End of the over. We'll have a look at that one again. Not for the first time. Hathramani just floating it past the off stump. Big swing and a miss from Venkatesh Davey rounds out the over. 6-7 runs coming from it. The power play is done. All right, There was a little break there, but we're going to continue. Power play done. Mungo runner to continue. Cut away. Gets through Shrestha and should be 4. There's one player getting some treatment by KCC Morning League boss Afzal Khedda. Trying to see who it is. But then Samuel getting his knee strapped there. You can see top right of screen. Must have got himself a graze diving in the field. Slower out of the back of the hand one. Keeps it just inside the tram lines. Habib asks the question. Umpire Atif says, it's a dot. Again, out of the back of the hand. Cut away. Hathramani at point now. Looks like Samuel's been put out to deep cover point. That's extra covers actually Sid Pandit. Shrestha's out here at deep square leg. That's chopped in the air over the top of Hathramani. That'll spin away for 4. Remember when Habib was 3 off 12 and a strike rate of 40? He's now got to run a ball 20. Back live. Not out of the back of the hand this time. Good delivery, keeps it to a dot. 4 brought up the half century for the Smashers. A little behind on the comparison. And the run rate required just a tick over 10. But they've got 9 this over so far. Ball remaining. Venkatesh Davy.
I think it's going to be a single.
Myra's calling this ball to be a single. She's incorrect because that's 4. Third 4 of the over. 13 runs coming from the 7th. Tsing smashes 54 for 2. They need another 130 at exactly 10 and over again. Siddharth Pandit to bowl for the first time today with a left arm spin. Here he is, top of screen. Fixing up the matting a touch. Will be left arm around, go in front of the umpire as he normally does. Always in the wickets, Sid Pandit. What can he do against Habib? He can zip one through for a dot to start with. Cut down from a bib straight to Hathramani at point. So, tidy start so far from Pandit. That one can't beat extra cover either. Winds up on the leg side. Diwan Tsing. And get through for the single. 3 dots and a single. Nice quick over as well here from Sid. And that good length where do you come forward and try to smash it? Could be stumped. Maz always good with the gloves on, so you've got to be careful. Keep the back foot down. Fuller this time. And swatted hard. Work to do in the deep. Tsing out at long off. He gets there. Keeps it to a single. So just 2 runs coming from the 8th. Smashes 56 for 2. Needing another 128 at 10.67. Tsing to bowl over number 9 for the Strikers.
Yes, you got it. You got it.
Helmets off for Davey and Rahman as the spinners are into the attack. And Tsing. And it's popped up in the air. One bounce to Mangal Rana at point. He would dearly like to get a catch after that bobbled miss off Davey off his first delivery. Almost gifted, but that one there falling short. Swatted hard, gets past Dewan. So Huddy will do the fielding in the deep. Comes on camera. Now Habib was going at a runner ball 20. Slowed down again. And the bowling of Pandit. Swats hard, and that's going to be 4. Gets through Pandit at extra cover again. Just wide of him this time. And Samwell just has to pick that one up over the ropes. And he's back to a runner ball quarter century now. Back live. Cut away, gets through Rana. Someone will do the fielding in the deep. I'll take a single. Need to keep the runs ticking over here, the Smashers. Keep that run rate required down as much as possible. Oh, that's the big floater. And goes backward of square, but straight to Hathramani this time. And that one's gone fine. Work to do for Hathramani. I don't think he'll get there, will he? He will not. 4 runs to round out the over. So they got the 10 they needed. After 9, the Smashers 66 for 2. Very tidy first over from Siddharth Pandit. He's going to bowl a second. Habib on strike. Still going at a runner ball. Needs to ramp it up. Go it a bit more. Cut, hard cut 4. Nicely placed here from Habib. Moves to 30. Given some width and takes full advantage. This time hits it too straight. Straight to runner at point. Oh, that's got all of it. That might end up in the bowling club. Nope, just onto the top of the netting. Sails over Muhammad Ali's head. And Habib starting to move. I'm not going to get a chance to watch the replay. Sid bowling too quickly. So back live, cuts away straight to run up. But good call from Venkatesh. Gets himself home safely. I'll start to stumble over my words as my teeth start to chatter, as it's a little chilly in broadcast today. Got myself a nice KCC swimming pool towel to keep myself warm, which was promptly stolen by Myra, who now has 2 towels and is still complaining she's cold. Cut nicely, but straight to Samwal. Deep cover. Another single to round out the over, but they got 12. 10 overs done. Tsing smashes 78 for 2. Who else was 78 after 10 overs, Myra? The Strikers. They were exactly the same. In fact, the Strikers were in a little bit worse shape. That was 78 for 4. Oh, swatted hard. Is not going to carry to Tirat in the deep. One bounce for a single. Oh, it doesn't get all of it. Doesn't carry to Shrestha in the deep. Another one bouncing out into the deep. Muzz wanting to have a shy there as Habib was trotting, and they'll get a second for it. No one there to back that one up. Well, I think Habib would have been home safely anyway, so it's just a free run to the Smashers. Waits on it and cuts out to deep point again for a single. Oh, that's a big rank pie and gets nothing of it. The Big Dipper. It's a wide though. It's probably the only reason Venkatesh didn't put it out of the ground. Another floater. This one, the length brought back up in the air. Nicely played. Trying to keep it wide of Tsing and almost overruns it. Does well. Picks up with the right hand after running past it. So just one. There's that one cut to point, straight to Mungal runner. This calls a catch. This could be a chance. Shrestha gets around, gets the catch. The new player, Ishore Shrestha, gets the big wicket of Habib. He's out for 40. The Smashers lose their third on 84. Diwan Singh strikes at the end of his second. Gets down, tries to go into the swimming pool pavilion, and that's a good run-around catch. On the run, Shrestha. Catches win matches, and that could be a match-winning catch. Ashutosh Singh coming in at number 5. He'll be at the non-strikers end. Siddharth Pandit to bowl his third. Went for 12 in his second after going for 2 in his first. But it's a rare day, I call, a game of cricket with Siddharth Pandit bowling, and he does not take a wicket. He's got 2 overs left to try to get one. Hits straight along the ground out to Chirath. Comes dashing in. So now the new batter, Ashutosh Singh. Shrestha almost misjudging that one, but does stop it, but allows a second, and Ashutosh gets off the mark. Late swing on that one from Ashutosh. Doesn't find any bat. That one pulled away through Cow corner to Harmon. And drag that one down. That's nicely played by Davey. I don't think Hathramani will get to this one either. 4 it is. 8 off the over with the ball remaining. I don't know if you can pick that one up off my microphone, but that's the captain, Avnish Saxena, cheering his team on, telling him they need more of that. Venkatesh Davey is a man that can do more of that. Uses the wrists again, going very straight. And again, Chirath Singh will come on camera. So it will be a single. 9 runs coming from the 12th. 8 overs remain. 93 for 3, another 91. Going past the halfway mark of the chase now. Chingy smashes need to go at 11.38. Dewan Singh, wicket in his previous over. And starts with a good one outside off. Davey unable to connect. Waits on it, almost carries again out into the deep to Shrestha, but this time a one bouncer. Oh, this could, no, won't beat Mungal runner, so it'll be 1. Well, that's hit well. And again, work to do. And again, Tsing gets the ground a long way to save 3. Davey just can't find a gap. Tsing's like 2 players out there at long off. There's another tidy over from Tsing. 1 ball left of the 13th. Need to find the boundaries here. Chingy. It's not going to be. It's going to be a dot to finish off. Very good third over from Tsing. 3 singles only, 13 done, 7 remain. Chingy smashes require another 88 off 42. More than 2 a ball now. 12.57. Pundit to bowl out here. Keeps it wide as it goes around the crease. Oh, that's in the air and that's out. I said Siddharth Pandit rarely goes without a wicket, and he gets the big wicket of Venkatesh for 27. Smashers lose their 4th on 96. Mangal Rana ended up taking the catch that he dropped when Venkatesh was on a golden duck. He gets an extra 27 runs, but finally gets revenge as Vivek Arya comes to the crease at number 6. No mistake this time from Mangal Rana. And the dangerous Davey departs. Left armour to left-hander, Siddharth Pandit to Vivek Arya. And he, again, was in 2 minds. Was he going to come across, smash it across the body, then waits on it, misses out. And that one's going to be far too wide. Just a shame, because I was thinking we might have our first maiden of the day. We shall not. Off this over at least. And again waiting, but waiting too late as it skips on through. Starting to get a little tough here for the Smashers. 4 down. Wickets down's not the problem. That's a wide as well. It's the number of runs required off the number of balls remaining. Unless they start going big. Which is what's tried here, but it's going to go down the throat of Tsing, who takes the catch. Vivek Arya is out for a duck. Siddharth got 2 and an over as Smashers lose their 5th on 98. He's been busy out there. Long on for the left-hander this time. This is a big wicket because Vivek Arya can hit big, but not big enough to that long boundary. All he did was pick out Tsing. A late inclusion to the team, in fact. Amit Rawat was supposed to play today, but an early morning message to me switched the 2 players out as Raza Muhammad Khan comes to the crease at number 7. And all sorts of trouble now for the Chingy Smashers, promoted into Grade 1 for the 25-26 season after finishing top 2 last season. In the Grade 2, that is. And the Strikers are a well-oiled machine in grade 1, looking in the box seat now. The run rate pushing up, required to almost 14. The number 6 and number 7, the number 5 and number 7 out in the middle. The number 7 with the number 5 on his back. I was a little worried after talking about how Sid is always in the wickets. He got 3 overs without one. And he's got 2 in this one and 1 ball left of his spell. Oh, that almost goes down the throat of Tsing again as well, but a 2 bouncer this time. Keeps it down enough, but a single to round out a very good over for the Strikers. 2 wickets falling in the 14th. The Smashers 99 for 5. They need 85 at 14.7 per over. Pulls out hard, work to do for Shrestha. Picks it up on the bounce. Takes the single. 100 runs up for the Smashers. They're falling behind on the comparison. Same time, Strikers were 116 for 5. Another one bouncer out to Muhammad Ali now at long on. Coming out of the middle nicely for these two at the moment, but just need to find the gap. Ring from long off around to forward square out on the ropes, protecting the boundaries well. Oh, that's got to be out, is it? Oh, just got the back foot down in time. Myra will run the slow-mo replay on that one if we've got time. Watch the replay. Oh, foot goes forward. Just second stumping of the day. Line ball. Make sure he gets bat on this one and goes for a cow corner. So work to do for Muhammad Ali. Oh, just a cheeky one-hand pickup. I get back for 2. Good running. Need to find the boundary here, the Smashers. 2s are not going to do it. The question is where? You know where I think they should be hitting to find the boundary, Myra? Through extra cover down to the Little Red Tractor, who's very lonely and cold today. This is up in the air. Harmon coming in, getting underneath it, takes the catch, and Dewan's got a second. That's the end of Raza Khan. He departs. Very well judged catch by Harman Singh. You can see he had to run a long way in, across to his left. The catches win matches, and the Strikers showing that if you take your catches, you'll probably win matches. They've also had a drop catch, but not as many as we saw in the first innings. Pawar Krishna Kumar to the crease at number 8. Dewan's got 2. Sid Pandit got 2. So between them, 2 slow bowlers in the middle overs for the Strikers, as they normally do. 4 of the 6 wickets. Getting the job done for the Strikers. It's that ring of the outfielders All good catching hands. And this one's gone up in the air out to the offside. One bounce to Samuel. So a single to finish off the over. And Diwan's bowled out, 2 for 24 off his 2. And Mungal Runner back into the bowling lineup. What is he going to bowl, Myra? Is it going to be spin? It looks like it's going to be spin. Bowled his 2 overs of seam. Now spinner Mungal Runner returns to the strikers lineup. There it is. Oh, and then bowls probably the fastest delivery he's bowled all day. Faster than his medium paces. That was zippy.
So is this a medium pace?
I'm not entirely sure. That's the point. I think the batters aren't sure either. That's got some pace. That's got to be out, is it?
Yes, it is. Has to be. Easy.
Yeah, an easy girl. Good glove work from Maz Mohammed. And the spinner of sorts, Mungal Runner, strikes, gets his first wicket. Ashutosh departs as Gary comes to the crease. Girish Nair will come in at number 9. Watch this in the slow-mo. Came a long way down and a good stumping. Three more wickets here for the Strikers to get their second win of the 25-26 season. Gary on strike. Zips past the outside of the bat. Get some purchase on this one, though. You know who that one's going to. That's going to Tsing at long off. Krishna Kumar. Oh, you got an edge there. It's a thickish one. Bounced off the end of the glove of Maz Mohammed. Very tidy over from spinner Mungal. Hasn't given any air to any of them, though. He's happy to keep them pacey, and that's going to be a 4, and it's going to be our first 4 down to the Little Red Tractor. Welcome to Thursday Cricket, Little Red Tractor.
Can I do it again? Because I mean, it's super. I don't think it got my voice.
Here we go. Crunched, and that's where I said you could find the boundary where there's a gap towards the Little Red Tractor.
Tring.
That's the sound Myra makes every time I say Little Red Tractor. Won't annoy you with that too many more times.
That was.
Who's coming to the crease, Myra? Oh, it's just Krishna Kumar, maybe getting a new bat. At the end of the over, it's going to be the captain, Harold Pinto, to bowl over number 17. Had a very handy partnership with Samuel to get that score up to 183. Had they not done that, this game would be a whole lot closer. Now, Gary's on strike. As Harold comes in and gives him one down leg, and Gary says thank you very much. Not out of it. Still possible here, the smashes, but 70 off 4 overs is a tall order. Not impossible. This is Morning League. Massive top edge. Pundit getting around. He can't get there. I'll get it on the full. I'll take one. Over 3 a ball required now for the Smashers. And that's high on the bat, so it doesn't carry it to Shrestha. And again, down leg. Gary says thanks. I'm quite enjoying that one, he says. Backward square on the 45. Short boundary. Nobody in the deep, so... That ball's gone through the netting. No, it hasn't. I've found it, so we can continue quickly. 10 off the over so far. Need another couple of 4s to keep in touch. Gary doing his darndest to keep the Smashers in this game. 10 off 5. Strike rate of 200's not enough. Needs to be 300. And this is short again. And it's in the air. Chance for Harmon. Nope, that's over his head. Oh, it's a maximum. Nice play from Gary. That's getting him closer to the 300 strike rate now. 16 off 6. Well, we're going to miss the replay because Harold's bowling live now. Oh, he gives himself the room to go over leg. Did he get some on it? Nope, just buys. So, end of the over. 17 runs coming from it. They needed to go at 18. So now the run rate required is 19, which is 57 off the final 3. With 3 wickets in hand, Mungal runner to bowl out here. 1 for 27. Wicket in his previous over. This is the floater, which is swatted by Gary. Only for a single, though. Another floater has to get bat on it, straight over the head of Harold Pinto. And that's a 4 down to the little red tractor. As we said earlier, runs are available at the little red tractor, and these late order batters are finding that there is runs there. It wasn't far over the top of Harold Pinto's head, though. This is live. This is not the floater. That's the zippy, fast, medium pacer. And again, that's going to go for 4 plus the wide. That's handy. A 5 at the end of near the end of this over. They got 10. They need to find 9 more runs in the last 2 balls. Floater has to get bat on it as he came a long way down. Does, but just a simple little 9 iron. It's going to have to run here. Oh, the matting probably saved Pawa there. Good 2. They need to find a boundary just to keep that small glimmer of hope alive here. The Smashers. And tries to go to the little red tractor, but a little too straight. So Tirath can easily pick that one up. Be 13 off the over. 2 overs remain. 44 runs required. Harman Tsing to get the penultimate over duties, which means Mungo runners come out to deep mid-wicket. Power on strike. A good start from Harman, keeping it wide. All right, 11 legal deliveries remaining. Oh, that's gone. That is smoked. That might have gone into the children's playground over the top of the netting. That was big. Keeping that faint glimmer of hope alive. These two really are trying. Krishna Kumar and Gary have got a 41-run partnership going now off just 18 deliveries. And even if they perhaps can't get the win, keep the net run rate loss down to a minimum. Only need 38 more. If they can get that down under 20. It'll be a noble loss. And that's 6 as well. Up and over the backward of square. Krishna Kumar now got a strike rate of 200 with 2 6s this over. $32 required. 8 legal deliveries remaining. The 150 up for the Tsing Smashers with that maximum as well. This is live. And it's fresh airy. So there's been 3 dots this over. Well, no, in the end, they're going to get through for a bye with Maz throwing the ball into Pawa's bat. And that's going to be a dot as Gary gives himself too much width. And it'll be 13 runs off the 19th. 1 over remains. Tsing Smashers needing 31 for victory. Harold Pinto is going to bowl. No, it's going to be Taran Hathramani. Now, 31 seems like a lot. But 2 weekends ago, Myra, I was calling a Premier League one-day game. And for the first time in my career, I called a 32-run over, which had no extras involved. But that was Zishan Ali. Zishan Ali scored 32 off the first over of that Premier League one-day game, which, if you want to do the maths on that one, is 4 6s and 2 4s. If you could do that, if Pawa can do that here, Smashers win. And the fact that I saw it 2 weekends ago proves that it's not impossible, even in Hong Kong. Firstly, Gary's got to do some adjustments to his helmet before we can continue. There he is. 3 wickets, 31 runs, 6 legal deliveries. Hathramani, who has been very good, 2 for 13 in his first 3, gets the death over duties. Krishna Kumar on strike. And it starts with a dot. Oh, you thought he got an edge. Hathramani thought he got an edge. Mas Mohammed thought he got an edge. MKP's not walking. And again, great delivery. Mas again throwing the ball into the bat. This time doesn't ricochet enough for a single. 4 balls left. Strikers are going to get the win here. And a freebie. .30 off 4. Not possible. Another 10 runs off the next 4 deliveries. Get that loss down to 20-19. That's coming our way. Thank goodness that's the netting in front of us, because that's landed right in front of our broadcast. You should see Lampy light up. We would have seen Lampy light up, but Mara changed the camera back. Big charge from Power, and over towards the swimming pool pavilion it did go. Oh, that's big as well. Back-to-back sixes. 50 partnership as well. That came up a while back. It's now 61. Well, if they just had a few more balls, that's going to be 6 as well. That's gone into the bowling club. Actually, it hit a light pole in the bowling club. That one's gone. Hat-trick of 6s. Could Krishna Kumar score a half century here? He's got 1 ball left. He's 6 runs shy, but he's hit 3 6s in a row. Myra's getting excited. We're all getting excited. The game's done, but this is just fun to watch. Could they lose from just 1 maximum here? There are 12 required, but only 1 ball left. I think even though the Smashers are going to lose here, even Strikers supporters surely would like to see MKP pick up his half century.
Except for Hathramani.
Yeah, Hathramani probably wouldn't. You're right, Myra. Here we go. Final delivery. Charge. It's not going to be 6. It's going to be 4. He's going to be 48 not out when the game's done. No. Samwell gets the boot down. Keeps it to a single. And this game is done. Smashers ending on 173. The Strikers win by 10 runs only in the end. And the man of the match will go to Sushil Samwell for that magnificent half century in the first innings. 58 not out of 36 deliveries for Samwell Sushil. We'll have a look at the batting card there for the Smashers. 68-run partnership for the 8th wicket between Krishna Kumar and Gary. Wow, that made it exciting. A 40 for Habib, a 27 for Venkatesh, and Bhupinder Singh, a 16 at the top. But it's all Krishna Kumar at the end there with his hat-trick of 6s. Getting the score to 173. They fall 10 runs short. The bowling card for the Strikers today, and 3 doubles, 2 for Tarun Hathramani, 2 for Siddharth Pandit, and Diwan Singh getting a 2 for as well, and Mangal Runner with the single wicket. So there we have it. The game is done. The Strikers win their second, stay atop the table here at the KCC Morning League Grade 1 with a 10-run victory over the Tsing Smashers. What a fabulous game of cricket it was. We've got more fabulous KCC Morning League cricket tomorrow. Grade 2. Make sure you join us from 7 a.m. right here on the KCC Morning League YouTube channel. But from Myra Baluch in broadcast today, this is Aaron Bush signing off.